Vellum does not know why he survived when the sky cracked open and destroyed the world, but he isn't going to stop to think about it. In front of him is the local police station, a place he instinctually came to for safety and shelter, but within its walls is a cacophony of monstrous sounds. Unsure of what else to do, we press forward with our initial plan. Can we reclaim it, or will it reclaim us? Welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, one of the hardest roguelike survival open world games in existence. And we stand before this police station, which you can't see it now, but as we had approached, it was filled with the sounds of the dead. But it's only 9 p.m. We still have time, and we're not in a rush. We're not tired. We're not hungry. We're not thirsty. We can take our time and see if we can possibly clear this location. It has stone walls and decent windows. We already see two of the dead, tough zombies, hanging out near the bottom, having maybe recently just broken out through some windows. We need to find an entrance, and we need to stay quiet. If these things see us, it's not going to be good. We do hear a lot of sound inside, some whumps. Nothing too concerning. No cackling laughter or the sound of sizzling. We'll go ahead and turn off safe mode, which again prevents us from moving whenever we see hostile threats. And we're going to avoid their sight range. Again, most zombies can only see 1 or 2 tiles out. If we find a feral zombie, that'll be a bigger problem. Speaking of, we already see a feral. We also see a cockroach. Skittering plague, it's not just a cockroach. A giant, sickly-looking cockroach that appears to be using the undead as its primary food source. The diet of infected flesh doesn't seem to harm it, but something about the roach's biology is clearly changing. It doesn't seem interested in it. However, the feral dwarf is. It is about as fast as us, and it is lacking their normal eye protection. This dwarf's pupils are dilated, and what can be seen of the iris and sclera are bloodshot. They clutch a pipe in one hand, and the walking dead leave them alone. Ferals are soon to be walking dead. We need to deal with this. He is going to start throwing rocks at us. If we run, though, so we can check how fast he is now that we're running, it is much slower than us. We may be able to... Oh, hey! Achievement complete. Zombie PD, to protect and zombify. Reach a police station. That is actually a good point. There might be zombie cops galore. We are going to run up to this corner, stop running, and slow down. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's another feral. It's a lizard folk. This lizard folk's eyes are bloodshot, and they walk among the dead as one of them. Their tongue repeatedly flickers in and out of their mouth like a snake. There is a possibility here, though, that we can take this downspout. The downspout might be connected to the house above us, though, which might not be as useful, but it might be able to get us some view on the area. The problem, though, is this feral lizard folk is definitely going to see us long before we get to the downspout. And with a hunting backpack or a hiking backpack on, climbing up the downspout is actually fairly dangerous, and we might slip and fall. So we are going to back off and hope that thing didn't see us. This is not ideal. We'll come around the corner here, and we'll try and catch our breath. We'll just ignore the distractions. Oh, the dwarf found us again. Okay. We are going to back into this house. Oh no, that's not good. There's even more in here. It does look like they backed away from that downspout, though. So we might be able to get up it before anything catches us. Climb up. We would have to drop our quarterstaff. That's okay. We'll go ahead and do that just for a moment. And we're up on the roof. We'll go ahead and use our movement menu to go prone and move out onto the roof so that anything following us doesn't see us. Go back to walking. Look over the edge. Is that another roof? No, that's a wall. So the police station is at least 3 stories tall. There's so much chaos going on over here. And it looks like it has window frames of metal bars. If we could get in there, we could probably secure that building fairly well. At least against the dead. Can we grab our staff from here? No, it's too far down. There's a possibility that we might be able to make a noise somewhere else. We have any spells that will make a noise? So we have our Freshen Up, which will clean our clothes. This will be way more useful than you might think. A Magical Light, which would be good for a distraction, but zombies aren't attracted to light by itself. More rather, they're attracted to things that they see in the light. So this is more likely to bring them to us than anything else. We have our Protection, which will protect us against the heat and acid. Magic Missile, which is a very good spell. It only costs 50 mana, but it's very, very loud. And one thing to keep in mind is that even though we have 1300 mana, mana comes back in the course of days, not in the course of a combat. Translocate Self, we actually can't cast. Harden Earth is not useful in this situation. Mana Bolt is basically a stronger magic missile, but it doesn't damage walls and stuff like that. It only hits enemies. And then the runes are for crafting. And then below we have our very subtle psychic tricks, because they're not actually abilities yet, they're tricks. Candles Glow lets us glow ourselves, but it's very consistent and we can keep it going for a long time. Field of Light then produces a field of light, but it's not useful without like a target in there. Blink allows us to randomly teleport nearby. This is going to be a fallback for us quite often whenever we get grabbed by zombies, which they love doing. Stutter Step slows down an enemy. We will probably use this rarely. Probably should train it up, to be honest, because it's probably very useful, but we'll use it very rarely because it doesn't last very long and it costs a lot of stamina. And then we can stop concentrating on any of our powers. But between all of those, I do think I am going to cast a Magic Missile. Yes, into the darkness. Oh, I can't. I have to target an enemy with it. Does it say? Yeah. So Magic Missile only targets hostile. Same thing with Mana Bolt. So I can't cast those. But I can put the Field of Light on the ground. Or I could cast a Magical Light. And then what we can do is we can throw it off the building. And that might attract some things that saw us for the few moments. Yes, it'll attract some things that saw us for a few moments over to that light. Oh, that is not good. Below us now is the feral lizard folk, and it sees us. Can it climb the downspout too? I don't think it can. We're gonna wait a moment, catch our breath. And can I cast a Magic Missile straight down? I'm not sure. Well, I cast the wrong spell, so because my keybinds are different. So give me a second to set my keybinds. There we go. Now Magic Missile set to F, and Blink is set to Q so that I can easier cast it. We managed to cast it. We hit the Feral Lizard Folk for 10 damage. But unfortunately, as you see up here, our sound went up to 67. To give you a reference, moving around this roof, which is fairly loud, is 11. So that's just, as you can see, going to attract even more creatures. And we're already down some mana because of my accidental casting of, I think, Harden Earth? I don't even think the Harden Earth actually did anything. No. But we might be able to take out these guys real quick. So much noise that it's drowning out everything else. We are doing damage to him. You can see his HP on the middle of the screen dropping quickly, but so is our mana. Already half gone. The Lizard Folk is down. These other zombies are not as much of a threat. Basic zombie and a fat zombie. If we can get down there and get our quarterstaff. Actually, can we just... We can. We can take out the normal zombie, which is as fast as us. Hoping that all of the sound of all of these creatures hitting and banging inside of the police station nearby will cover the sound of our magical casting. We're out of mana. There's no reason to take a risk here. We took out a few of them, and they'll stay down for now. What we're going to do is we're going to back up, go prone so nothing sees us off the side of the cliff, and we're going to catch our breath. And maybe wait to see if they walk away. Sounds like they just bashed the area a whole bunch. We'll go into a crouch and check on the situation. We can't see over the edge wall. Crouched, apparently. She's still down there, just waiting for us. Perhaps we can get around. There's a downspout over here. Climb down real quick. We're going to drop, just to be safe, we're going to drop our hiking backpack over the edge. And then climb down. Hopefully we don't fall. Okay. We didn't. Good. Pick our backpack back up. And perhaps there's something in here that can help us. Maybe a knife in the kitchen. Oh, there's zombies in here. We have to be careful. Another feral lizard folk. No, we gotta go. Too dangerous. That fat zombie is just sitting on top of where it last detected us. Dropping our quarterstaff to get a better view on things may have been a mistake. Perhaps we can find a kitchen knife of some sort over here. We'll check these shelves. Just any sort of weapon. Butcher knife. 14 pierce damage. Bread knife is obviously not good. Carving knife is less. Chef knife is 16. There we go. We'll go ahead and wield the chef knife. We at least have a weapon now. We're not using our bare hands. As an elf, our bare hands are not very good. We take a swipe at it for 8 damage. We can probably do this. Another hit in the arm for 10, a critical. It grabs us, but it hasn't gotten a hit off on us yet. We stab it again and again and again, and we have a problem. In our fight, the fear of lizard folk herd, we are going to start running. And get around this corner. Catch our breath. Can we take it? He probably has a weapon. Ferals tend to hold on to things. He doesn't see us yet, but he can see us. Perhaps lizard folk don't have as good a vision as goblins and dwarves. They can't see in the dark like we can. This downspout actually follows along the side of the police station. This would be a way out, but the back door is locked. Perhaps we can get up to the roof, and then from the roof we could actually get down into this place. We'll go ahead and put our knife away and see how dangerous this is. So far, so good. There's a window of metal bars here. Try and go up a little bit and climb up onto the roof. Some eggs here. Don't really need those right now. Hopefully there's a way in from the roof. It does look like this place is only 2 stories tall. Not as useful as I was thinking it was going to be. But with the barred windows and the stone walls, it may be pretty good for us. Damn. No way in. We're going to try our best to climb down. Well, we hadn't fallen yet. Ah, yep. We took a risk and we were heavily penalized for it. We fell, taking a massive 138 damage. We ripped part of our backpack, ripped part of our dress shirt. staggered off balance and slammed into the floor. So in the top right here, you'll see that we have various limbs. We have our arms, our legs, our head, and our torso. Our arms and legs can theoretically be damaged to destruction without killing us, but our head and torso going out will cause us to die. Do we have any... Yeah. We're staggered and uncomfortable. Well, the uncomfortable is because of the circlet on our head. We're going to stand back up. We got knocked to the ground by that. We should have left our backpack on the ground here. It was definitely weighing us down. You can see our encumbrance and warmth here. The yellow number is showing how encumbranced we are in the torso. 22 is not a lot, so I didn't think it was that bad. But clearly we are not dexterous enough to handle that kind of situation. We are a nerd, after all. Ideally, at this point, we want to back off. This hurts. We are in a lot of danger. We're going to pull our chef knife back out just in case we need it. And we could search for a house nearby that is safe, or we could go all the way back to our house. But the issue is we know we can't sleep there. It's too noisy. And we did bring some food with us, right? Yes, we brought food and clean water with us. I actually brought a lot of clean water. I'm worried that I accidentally left I did leave my gallon jug on me. That's not helping us very much. We're not bleeding or anything, so we're gonna wait to bandage up. There's a basement here. Okay. We might be able to get in here. Get into the basement. Something hit my torso. There's a zombie below me. Down the stairs. It's getting hits off on me. We're going to back up. I was hoping I could fight it down the stairs, but seems like it's going to win that confrontation. A series of bad decisions have left us heavily injured and without a shelter. We might be able to find temporary solace in a bathroom or something similar. Just someplace where we can close the door. And we're going to go ahead and see to our wounds. Our left arm is damaged the most, so we're going to ignore the sounds we hear outside and bandage it. And then our torso and our head are the most important, so we're going to go for our torso. Unfortunately, we don't have any other bandages for the time being. Our situation is pretty dire. We're going to turn off our alarm that apparently was still on. And we're going to wait 30 minutes just for things to settle down outside. We hear a lot of sound coming from the top right and the bottom right. So those are probably going to be the directions we want to avoid the most. We didn't hear anything coming from the west, which means that either there's not that many zombies over there, or they're not making as much noise. So we're going to try and move that direction. We did see some in here earlier. We know this locale isn't completely safe, but it looks like those zombies that were in there busted their way out through the window and have moved on. Okay. What is that? A nail gun. I was hoping for a second it was a gun. As an elf, we find the guns to be very distasteful, but in an emergency survival situation, we're not going to shrug away anything. I would like to get to that bathroom, see if I can find some more medical supplies. I'm not going to worry about crushing the bodies right now because, well, realistically speaking, we'll be gone before they get back up. Antacid, alcohol wipes. The wipes will be useful, so we will take them, but nothing immediately valuable stands out to me. I have some favorited recipes. We can, if possible, make some makeshift bandages, but we need cotton sheets, which I think we could start pulling from the windows, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure sometimes with some of the crafting recipes, because there are things that seem like they would make certain things, and they definitely don't. Okay. So what do we do from here? We're surrounded by buildings. Any of them could potentially provide safety, and they also could easily provide our demise. We're going to go ahead and use the map, which you can't see very well, to mark these two as looted so we can keep track of which ones we have checked. There's an apartment tower here that's going to have a lot of bathrooms and a very high chance of having stuff per bathroom, with the only downfall of the apartment tower being that there's also going to be a lot of zombies, probably. But if they're basic day one zombies, there's a chance that we can still handle this. Realistically, all of our damage has come from our own stupidity. Okay. We have a moment of safety here. Close the door, close the windows. We have a ski mask? No, we don't need that. We have another cloak there. Fortunately, we already have issues with comfort because of the fact that our copper circlet that we're wearing is a little bit too tight. May not have been made for us. We might have been our masters that we simply picked up. But eventually we want to find some sort of like head, like some sort of helmet liner or like a scarf for our head to wear underneath it, so it starts becoming a little bit more comfortable. We're gonna take a little bit of the food, just stuff that we can carry easily. Cheese is always pretty useful. Lettuce won't provide us a lot of value. And again, we're on the lookout for medical supplies. We'll go ahead and close this window. Ibuprofen. That actually helps immediately because that means that we can manage our pain. Pain is a cascading effect of negatives. We definitely want to manage our pain as much as possible. In fact, we're just going to come in here and take 2 of them right away. Being in severe pain does cause us so much problems that we are going to be very bad at combat. It's reducing our strength and intelligence, our dexterity. We're not going to be able to fight very well whenever we're hurting this bad. In fact, there's a possibility that we just wait another 5 minutes or so, see if the acetaminophen calms down. It also gives us an idea of where things are attacking right now. So there's a bunch off to our east, and there's a little bit up to our north. But there should be another apartment near here. Out into the hallway. We don't see anything yet. Move slowly, carefully. Get into another apartment, close the door. Check it first. Nothing here. Go close the window. Okay, we have a moment. Let's see what we got. Cotton balls. In a pinch, those will count as bandages. And definitely we need it right now. So we're going to go ahead and apply those to the parts that we have already not first aided, just so that it gets things starting to heal. Okay, everything at least has a bandage on it. We'll take a little more ibuprofen. Let's see. There was alcohol wipes in there, cough syrup, acetaminophen. Nothing super necessary. Take the yogurt because it's generally pretty good for you. And in fact, I'm actually going to eat a little bit of the stuff that's in here. There's 18 BLTs in there? Where the hell are those? I didn't even see them. Oh, wow. Yeah, there are 18 BLTs. Yeah. I'll take the BLTs, I guess. That's a really weird amount of things to have in there. We're going to eat just a little bit. So there's definitely some zombies in the northeast there. I really wish we could deal with the pain. This is some sort of, close the door behind us, some sort of laundromat. Or locker, maybe? Storage facility? What is that? An arcade machine, okay. Northeast and above. Okay. So we probably don't want to check this room, because it sounds like that's where the majority of the sound's coming from. We also have a tough zombie over there. A tough zombie right now could, in fact, kill us. Outright. We're going to go upstairs. We can get an upstairs room that's safe. Actually, a possibility for us to take a moment to rest. Can we close this? There's no curtain, so this is not a safe room. Things... Ah. And the bathroom is locked away. We can't leverage open that door without causing too much noise. A lot of food here. Food's not really going to be that much of a problem in this run because the city will keep us fed for a long time. Zombies. We're going to start running. And we're going to come to the door. I think I'm going to try and fight just for a moment. We hit for 13 damage critical. Another 12. He grabs us, but we're bringing him down quickly. And he bites our left arm. Oh, this is not good. Okay. We are going to back away. Close the door. And we are going to go ahead and put some antiseptic on, oh, actually, nothing got infected. Wow, I'm actually really surprised by that. Our arm is even more badly damaged, though. One thing to keep in mind is that as an elf, despite a lot of our benefits of having an elven build being more dexterous, having better vision and better hearing, one of the downfalls of being an elf is, in fact, that our bones are fairly weak. Where is it? Yes, we're frail and lithe, but we also provide a good amount of grace. It does mean that, unfortunately, we have a lot less health than a human would, and our bones break a lot easier. We need to be careful in melee combat. Ideally, magic is our best friend, but it also can be very dangerous. We're going to wait a little bit as well, see if we can just overcome the momentary issues. We are in dire straits, though. We need to find a safe place, bunker down. Now. That is a full health zombie. Can't see our current location. We're going to let it go past. The dark is helping us. It spotted us. I'll back up a little bit so that it gets into the dark. Drop our knife, which takes no time to drop, instead of... And we are going to... Come on. Get a spell off. Did you get it? Yes. Damn it. He grabbed us. I am going to go ahead, and this is very dangerous to do, but we're going to go ahead and blink. Failing. Keep going. This is only way out now, because our knife is behind us. Why are we failing so much? Oh, because our focus is so low. We blinked out, but we appeared in the air. And as we appeared in the air, we fell again, slamming into the ground. We're going to wait to catch our breath. And we are in bad straits. We are reduced to a pitiful crawl as far as speed is concerned. We're in so much pain that we're not going to be able to focus on anything. We can quickly bandage ourselves up, but honestly, in this condition, we are unlikely to survive. We need to find a safe place to bunker down for at least the night, if not longer, basically immediately. And do it here. And there's bandages. Okay. We might still survive, to be honest. We are just going to wait here, and we're going to ignore the distractions of the world outside. We're in a lot of pain, but we have some food, we have some water. We can just sort of bunker down here for a little bit. Go ahead and, you know what? We're going to get out of the habit of dropping things because it's been causing us some problems, but we are going to drop our cloak here. And I'm going to risk casting a light so that I can... there's nothing we can make to help us. Okay. At least we didn't break anything. Somehow. Somehow we didn't break anything. Yeah. Our left arm is currently crippled, but I think it might still heal. We'll find out. In fact, I think we're going to go ahead and tell our character to just try and fall asleep. Because it's one of the best ways for us to just try and like pass time, and there's a chance that they do actually fall asleep. Our intense pain, our pain has gone down to intense, so that's good. Unmanageable, distressing. Southeast, you hear a hacking cough. Interesting. A swish, a whump, a hacking cough. There is a chance. I've never heard any zombies cough before. There's a chance that there's a survivor over there. But in our state, a survivor could just as likely kill us as to save us. We're going to go ahead and eat a little bit. Fortunately, we have a lot of food and water. So we are literally going to hide in this bathroom. Grab some more acetaminophen, and we're going to bandage that terribly damaged arm. And yeah, we'll kind of just bandage everything for now, as best as we can. We are no expert at surviving the apocalypse, so making mistakes on the first day here is almost natural. And we'll try and get to sleep again. We did actually manage to get a moment of sleep, but we were immediately woken up by noise. I do realize that having an alarm on might actually be a bad idea. It does look like our wounds are starting to heal very slightly. Our arm is not gone, so that's amazing. We can actually survive this. Believe it or not, it's not the end. We just need to manage our situation from this point on. As long as we stay in this room, there is a very good chance that nothing comes and finds us here. As long as we don't turn on an alarm, because that alarm actually could have got us in trouble, because it would everything around us would have heard it whenever we woke back up. So we're going to just try and sleep some more. When we're sleeping, we'll heal a lot faster. I did just realize that there's a chance, especially if there's some right here. There's not some right here. I'm not going to go outside to check for this, but in the future, if we can find some like cough medicine or sleeping pills, we will be able to sleep even with these kinds of distractions. We fell asleep for a moment, but something came through, walked straight past the room we were staying in, and off to the north. We're going to wait a moment and make sure that it doesn't come into the room. Doesn't seem to be. We have started to heal, at least a little bit. We're going to check our wounds. We'll go ahead and use the cotton balls on our leg. It's better than what was there. Sometimes changing your bandages helps. Okay. At least the pain is gone for now. And it is nighttime again. We are going to put our cloak back on. And we'll go ahead and take the rest of the cotton balls from here. See if there's anything that we can improve. Not really. We're very tired, but our pain actually has gone down, believe it or not. Is there anything we can use as a weapon? Not really. Dropping that knife was a very bad idea. Back here in this room. We do have our magic, though. We have 1,300 mana again, which means we can probably down several sizable creatures. We're going to peek out into the hallway. We don't see anything immediately. Peek again. Again, we don't see anything immediately. Step out fully. This door's still closed. Whatever was out here didn't open it. Just move very slowly. One thing that we're going to be keeping an eye on is on the right side here. You'll see these cardinal directions and then an open area below that. That is a list of all of the creatures we can see nearby. And as we're moving, even without looking around manually like this, we will see something pop up. So if we see anything pop up on there, we're going to stop. But we are going to go ahead and turn on safe mode so that I don't miss something popping up. For example, that zombie, which is just outside there. Safe mode has to go off again. That's unfortunate. Ideally, I'd like to get back in there and get our kitchen knife. It's not the greatest weapon, but it's at least something to start with. In all honesty, we can probably get our quarterstaff back. Well. Where is that crawling zombie? He's outside. He doesn't see us, though. Move through the house to the south. Which way is he going? We're just going to wait here a moment. Slowly passing time. See which way this zombie decides to go. We're steps away from our quarterstaff now. We'll go for it. I can't wield it with only one arm. Oh, because my other arm is crippled. Well, that changes some things. I'll come back in here, see if there is... I mean, coding. This coding, makes me... doesn't make me drowsy, so that's good. We can take it in an emergency situation. Like the amount of pain we were in earlier. Come over to the kitchen. Since we can't use our whatchamacallit right now, we will go ahead and see if we can find another knife. Fake knife only does 7 damage. That's not going to be good enough. Not even worth doing at that point. You just run. I don't see anything better than that, though. That's a lot of books. Wow. That's a lot of cookbooks. In fact, I'm actually going to mark this on the map just for later. Just in case we do get better situated. Okay, that zombie's still out there. You know what? We're going to kill him. He's very weak. We'll take him down. And then we're actually going to crush the corpse. Cough syrup. Weirdly enough, we are going to take that. That might help us get to sleep later. Sort of wish we had left one of these windows open for ourselves. Without the windows open, I actually don't think we have a way back into this apartment building now. Maybe here. Any bandages? Alcohol wipes. Spray bottle of liquid bandage. I've never actually tried that. How does that work? Not very well. That is an emergency thing. Got it. Do we have any weapons? No. When we get back over to... Oh, there's a zombie there. How weak is he, though? He is at about half HP. I'm gonna blow him away with magic missile real quick. We just made a lot of noise, though, so we want to move. You know what? We're going to go ahead and crush him, too. Where did our knife go? Was it upstairs? Shit. It was upstairs. That's right, because we teleported out a fucking window. Yeah. Not going the greatest, but we're still alive, and that really is a lot in this game, even just being still alive. Steak knife. Is that better? I mean, I would argue it's better than nothing at this point, so we are going to take it. You know, this apartment has a bed, and actually has a lot of food. So we are going to try and sleep again. I'll set an alarm. And if it doesn't work right away, yeah, stop trying to fall asleep. We are going to close this door. And this is dangerous. And this honestly might kill us. But we're going to take some cough syrup. And we're going to sleep just a little bit. Just to, see if we can get some healing. We fell asleep, but it was only for a few minutes, and then our stomach immediately gurgled. We have eaten very badly. I think some vitamins would probably help with that. I don't know if we've seen any, though. I've not really been looking out for them. I don't think we can use the wolf straw in order to put it over our head so that we're more comfortable. In fact, yeah, but the thing is that I want to take off the headband so that we're more comfortable, because like any negative condition right now is really hurting us. But the problem is with this copper circlet, and the reason why I've been keeping it on this whole time is because it has mana focusing, which means that it's helping us regenerate mana faster. I think in this particular situation, something that's happening is that we have elven hearing, which means that there is things happening several buildings over that we're able to hear, which is actually keeping us up. We finally got to sleep, but only for half an hour. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, so we're probably going to go ahead and try and rest and sleep here for the rest of the day. Just hope that we can finally actually get some sleep. I'll be back if and when we do, or whenever night falls again. We wake up, tossing and turning, barely catching 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Night has fallen again. Our injuries have slightly healed. We're not in pain anymore, and we're going to resort to using this spray liquid bandage in order to at least cover our wounds. It is, in fact, literally better than nothing. With the sounds of the zombies all night, we were unable to get any actual sleep. We are dead tired. The amount of danger we're in is higher than ever, but we're low on food, so we're going to at least search this nearby apartment. And hopefully, there's enough food here. Oh, there is actually a good amount of food here. That we should be able to stay here for a little bit longer. And my current hope is that there is water here, but we don't have any like these. We don't have anything to clean the water here. How much water do we have left? 3. That is not ideal. Also an open window there that I didn't notice before. We're going to stay here for a little bit longer, and my hope is that we can get so tired, in fact, that we kind of just fall asleep anyways. Sleep did not come to us. We are now exhausted. It's possible we might be able to find something like earplugs to be able to sleep in situations like this in the future, but unless there's some sitting around that I completely missed that would have helped us out, it's not happening. We are going to be looking for just a little bit. The ale is not great, but like we just need a little bit of something that has water in it. I'll have to go ahead and grab that. And we do hate to do it, but we are going to try and make it back to our house. It is nighttime again. And we are deeply exhausted, so Fighting is completely out of the question at this point. I want to get out to the road as quickly as possible. Some zombies, zombie runner, shrieker zombie. What is that? An elongated human body with a swollen chest and a gaping hole where its jaw used to be. I imagine if we get close to that thing, it's going to make a lot of noise. So we are going to specifically avoid that. Deranged axe dwarf. Of course, it's a dwarf, so it can see us. The dwarf holds a traditional dwarven weapon with none of the skill and craft of the axe dwarves of old. The axe head is pitted, but still looks sharp, and the zombies around them ignore them as they hold it. Do we have a direction we can go? Not exactly. Is magic missile even possible? Fortunately, magic missile is such a simple spell that even in our dead, tired state, we will be able to cast it. We are going to back up. And one of the rules of thumb is that things that slow you down, slow down your enemies too. So we're going to go over this fence. And as soon as he gets within range, put our knife in our inventory this time. He is within range. 15 damage. Another 15. Nothing else has hurt us yet. That dwarf is almost down. The nearby zombie has hurt us. But has not grabbed us yet, so we are going to run just for a moment. Stop running. Just basically a quick sprint. Mostly everything will be drawn over to where that battle was happening. Mostly, I think, from where I was casting spells. Because it's either the sizzle of the spell or the fact that there are somatic components, which means that my character is essentially whispering to himself as he's casting. Feral human. All the way up there. Ferals are the biggest problem on these early days for us because they can see in the dark fairly well, much better than zombies. So we're going to step into this nearby house here and hope that we can, maybe get some food. Pears will be good for us. And we'll take the pickle. Actually, I just saw that there was veggies as well that were fresh. Is there a better weapon here, perhaps? No, just more steak knives. Bandages? Yes, thank you. And some multivitamins might actually help us out a lot here too. We'll go out the back. Zombie runner. Doesn't seem to have been attracted to us. Didn't make enough noise. We are making negative progress now, but we're going to go around this way. There's some zombie soldiers and a firefighter zombie, and there's just so much right now. Confused curer. This person mutters to themselves, glancing to and fro with bloodshot eyes. They seem remarkably unscathed for someone in the midst of an apocalypse. Strange. It's almost like they're alive still. I don't trust it. We'll leave it for now. There's a SWAT vehicle here. We can check it. It has a diesel fuel, a battery, mostly dented, but it's lacking some wheels, so it won't function. We'll check the inside real quick, though. Having a stun gun. Honestly, just go ahead and put on the belt and grab everything with it. There's a chance that we can... Weapons! Yes! Okay. So we have a machine gun here. Go ahead and grab that. What kind of ammo does it use? It uses these 9x19s. Looks like it's these. Let's see. A SWAT ballistic vest. We'll go ahead and put that on. An M4 carbine. Has NATO rounds. And some tear gas. I think we can pick this up. We're pretty encumbered, but there's also a Remington there. I almost kind of liked the Remington better, but those are just rounds for... Yeah, there's just magazines for a Remington. It's not actually Remington itself. I just noticed that we're carrying a bunch of useless stuff left over from eating. That was a pretty good find. That was a very good find. Bunch of zombies. Nothing that can see us. We're gonna keep moving. The lights are on, though, so we want to avoid getting through that area. Zapper zombie. Yeah, that's pretty scary. We do have our submachine gun out if we need it. Even firing off some shots and making some noise is going to be better than dying. There's a fence here, but we can't climb it with the machine gun in our hands. So we are going to risk going past the backside here. Being in small alleyways like this can be very, very dangerous. Oh my gosh, there's so many out here. I feel like it's actually worse than it was the previous night. We can't sneak by there. We're gonna run real quick to get back into the darkness. Lost track of us. We're still a block away from home. Zombie soldier. Zombie dog. Get back out to the middle of the street. Perhaps we can try and avoid some stuff. There's a runner up there. We're not going to be able to run away from a runner right now when we're this tired. But it does look like that huff zombie right there moved away from the fence enough that we should be able to sneak. Holy shit. Oh my god, that is... Hold on. That is so many zombies. What the hell? There's a full-on horde there. Okay. Well, that direction is officially off. It's 8 p.m. though, so we have plenty of time. See if we can kind of just sneak by in this direction. What is that in the street? It is a motorbike. The wheel of a motorbike, that is. Okay. Step out. See hundreds. Not hundreds, but dozens of zombies. They're too clustered for us to move through. We're not going to be able to go north from here. If that pool has a stone wall to the south of us, it might actually be a good place to base down for tonight. Today. There's a car here. Does it work? Battery, enough wheels, gasoline. Technically it works. There's a lamppost right in front of it, which actually will make it very, very hard to pull out. Badly designed sidewalk there. Or driveway there. Brick walls from the house. It's an open pool. It is a source of water, so if we manage to get a source of cooking, this wouldn't be a bad place to be. Let's check this house. We hear stuff inside already. Oh, geez. Is that a feral human? No, there's one right behind us, though. We're going to run. Get back into the dark. Can't believe we missed that. That's really bad. He didn't grab us, though. We hear strange shouting from southwest and northwest. I'm not leaving you. Honey, I won't leave you behind. Streets don't belong to us. They belong to the zombies. Tried person. Feral elves. Oh, that's not good. They can see just as far as we can. Danger in every direction. I have a plan. It's another one of these patented very bad plans. There is a chance small as it is, that I can get this car and fit it between the hole in the building here. And actually get the car out of here. Chance is pretty small, though, so I'm not sure if I want to take it. That door's destroyed, so we actually can't get farther into this building. If I could find a basement around here that isn't too bad. What's that? Thermal electric balaclava? I was hoping for a headscarf. Still on the lookout for that. If I could find a basement that's not too bad, we could bunker down for a little bit longer. See if we can get some of our stuff back. But we are running very low on water. We're going to have to find a new source of water if we can't get back to our base. Which does mean that taking a pot here is probably a very good idea. And there's a chances that we can find some other stuff that's going to help us as well. I don't see anything here, though. Mushroom soup. Soup's a good type of food for us. I am trying to be limiting on what my food is, because, or what my loot is, because we're up to the point where our torso's encumbered up to 44, which does mean that combat is going to be very, very hard unless we drop our pack. And with the likelihood of having to run from a lot of combats, dropping our pack is a very, very dangerous affair. Let's see if we can... There is a basement. We'll check that in a second. First, we're going to check to see bandages. Too heavy to pick up. Yeah, we're already at the point where it's just too much for us. We're going to drop some stuff. So what do we not need? Honestly, we don't need this much food. We're going to drop some of the jam. And, in fact, we'll just use the bandages instead of taking them. How about that? Probably should have closed that door. Hero human spotted. Almost crouch. He doesn't spot us. And close that window and door. There we go. Now we have a moment in order to bandage ourselves. We'll use the bandages on the ground first. Okay. You know what? I know it's weird, but I might come back for that cheddar set in a moment. Because that'll help us get our focus back up. Weirdly enough, staying entertained is actually very valuable for a mage because our focus directly links to the failure chance of our spells. No matter what happens, we're going to have to come back to this way. So we're going to drop our AK here. And then we're going to heat down these stairs. I don't see anything immediately, so I will go down. This is a huge basement. It can be both a good thing and a bad thing. Okay, seems pretty safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back up. I'll grab our gun, close the door, go back down. And we'll drop our guns here because they are weighing us down heavily. That's a little bit better. We're still overweight, but that's mostly because our strength has been so very lowered by just the terrible condition that we're in. We don't really have a comfortable place to sleep, but we're alive despite all odds. And unfortunately, that is where I'm going to have to leave you. This has been Cataclysm. This has been the journey of Vellum, and I have been Areima. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you guys are, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. The continuation of this series and series like this on my channel hinges entirely on you commenting and liking the videos to let me know you want to see more like this. If you're curious more about my character, the mods, or Cataclysm in general, please check the link in the description for Discord, where I am going to be keeping track of all of that information in a much more unified format. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.